Hi, good morning and God bless. I want to say a simple prayer and request. If you love yourself, if you accept the love of God into your life, I need you all to stop. I don't care what the situation is. One lady told me, I know I'm very connected to God, and I don't know, I don't dispute spirituality and religion because I'm not really a religious person. And I was just telling her, she liked how much I praise God, and she said the God that the God, as far as she know it, it shines because it's inside of you. That's why we shine, and that's why they're so connected to us because it's a part of us. I don't know. As far as I was always told, there was a Jesus. It was a separation. The same Jesus that was in my grandma, I can't imagine is in me, but it's pretty close. So um, it seems like it has to be one entity and not a part of me, because I know I can never compare it to my grandma who taught me about Jesus. But with that being said, you don't need nobody but Jesus. I don't know if that's why they were afraid of me being here. Um, People will make you think you need them. People will put you in situations for you to need them. But that's still been from being surrounded by those people. But as far as you and this journey, and there's other people who are connected to God, and we can connect to each other and help each other find each other's strengths without taking over control and things, and power, and telling people what we did for each other. We can just have strength in each other. But basically what I'm trying to say is stop hanging around people who don't like you. And I don't care if these people pretend to like you sometimes. That's even more. If these people are nice to you around some people, certain holidays, certain things to make them look like they're doing you a favor, because you may have been not only the black people of the family, but you can be isolated from a neighborhood, from a race, any type of group, a job. Anyway, learn to be with yourself. And I'm not saying isolation is hard. God created woman so that, because being alone is not good for a man. But maybe it's good for women. I don't know. It seems like we're prospering better without it. But yeah, take some time and be alone. It takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of connecting to God. It takes a lot of knowing yourself and trusting yourself and your capabilities. These people are telling people that you need attention, or that you need them, or that they're using you for their egos, okay? And this is in so many different professions, so many families, so many groups, whatever you want to call it. These people are telling, the reason they're funny acting with you is they're telling people one thing, and then they have to have that image when you come around. Now, those people are already intrigued by you and your light, and you are the conversation. Sometimes negative, sometimes bad. Some people don't know how to address their positivity. They may adore you, but they don't know how to handle that or deal with that. So they call it hatred or something, because they're trying to justify why they're so intrigued by you, why they pay you so much attention. But these other people, these other weird people with no souls, they want the attention. So they're taking attention from you. And you don't know how wonderful you are, how great people see you, how inspired people are. If you notice, a lot of people were at their highest before they met these narcissistic people. But anyway, they're telling people that you need them, that you're begging for them, and they're telling people that they don't like you. Not only are they telling people that they don't like you, they are presenting the image that they don't like you and that you are trying to get their attention, to justify whatever they do to get you off of them, to get you out of their lives. They're sleeping with you, but then telling people they're not attracted to you. But they're never going one night or one day without trying to get some, if you give them the opportunity. But they're telling people they're like repelled by you. They're telling people that they don't want to be with you, even though you're married or you're in a healthy relationship, and like I said, you're getting sex every night, and you're thinking they're doing things with you, and you're thinking you're a family. They're telling people they don't like you no more, and guys are good for that, and people are good for that. Most of the time you ask a person how their relationship is, I kind of stop, I'm thinking there's some good conversation, they think you're flirting with them, so they're going to always say that the woman is just horrible, and I'm like, I ain't even like that. She, like you, I'm not flirting with you. It's kind of hard for a guy to really praise another woman in front of a woman. especially if they think they have interest in them. But yeah, but more dangerous is the friends and neighbors, and we see this all day in the news. And at some point, we have to realize what is going on and stop being around people who don't like you. Stop being around people who only like you certain times. Stop being around people who only talk to you when certain people are around. Don't talk to you when certain people are around. Treat you differently. Or even bring up things that they have done for you to throw in your face to feel like you owe them, especially in front of other people. I think that is it. I think that is the notes. That's the message here. Just stop being around people who don't like you. Stop being around people who pretend to like you one day, don't like you the next day. You didn't do anything. These people are setting you up. These people are working for different whatever. People are prospering off of death and destruction, and they feel like that's part of how their life can go forward if they can bring somebody else's life down. So you never know what these people are saying. Okay, these people are telling you that they love you, like you, and then just pay attention to how they have to be around certain people and who they have to be that way around. Especially if these people they're usually around like-minded people who don't like you. So if you know somebody don't like you, even though they're not doing the things that this individual is doing, pay attention to how they act around them, because they're agreeing with them, they're friends with them, they're laughing about you behind their back, and they don't like you either. And a lot of times those people are using that individual close to you to hurt you and harm you. So I think that's just a message. Please stay away from people who don't like you. I don't care if they're your baby daddy, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your cousin, whoever the hell it is, because you have to learn to like and love yourself. These people also are so evil that they feel like if you don't love and like yourself, they can't trust you. They can't trust you for what they want to do to you or what they plan on doing to you. People will hurt you, harm you, and then blame you for it all. I had to learn that things that you didn't expect people to do, people will do it all. So don't put nothing past anybody, and definitely don't put anything past yourself. You can do it all through the God that strengthens you. You don't have to beg and kiss anybody's behind or be fake. Yeah, that is the message. Stay away from people who do not like you. And be aware that some people who smile in your face and pretend to like you are the ones who do not. And some people who are just blunt, see things as they are, they may have your best interest in heart and may have your back behind your back. So you just love everybody. I won't say trust everybody, but just be open. You never know where your blessings are going to come from. But you also don't want to get to a point where you're vulnerable for a person where they feel like they have so much control and they owe you or you owe them. Some people really thrive in that, and like I said, they will take you out to keep their connections to people and their favor with people and their friendships and things with people. And that's what we're seeing a lot. We're seeing it in relationships, we're seeing it in almost everything. That's pretty much the core root of everything. Everybody doing things to keep their relationships with people over their relationships with God. So just please be careful. I love you guys. Act with discernment, because a lot of people are stuck in the moment. They see things getting good, and that's it. You have to see where things are headed, and if things are actually good. If people are actually good, if they're doing things for ulterior motive. Some people will be so evil to some people and pick you to be good to just to hurt and destroy somebody. Pay attention to they're overly being good to you in front of as well. I don't know. There's no perfect. I just want to say I love you guys, and please be careful because this is a lot of what's going on. That people are just being around people who don't like them, whether it be relationships, whether it be, like I said, families, whether it be jobs. These people are waiting to find a routine to just make you look like a coincidence, a casualty. Like I said, you expect anything because where you think that people really wouldn't be out here doing that, people will do almost everything that you, if you could think of it, or if it's the opposite of being something good, it definitely can occur because there are people who are the opposite of good and the opposite of you. So I love you. God bless. Be strong. Be wise. Respect people. Please show manners and respect to people. It goes a long way. If you can't smile, acknowledge people for the most part. Just to show respect. A lot of people just don't even feel here. People have made them feel so not here, because they're not perfect. And sometimes they're doing much better and more, if possible, perfect than the people who are discouraging them. But there's a lot of people walking out here feeling that they're invisible because they're not, because somebody told them that they were not perfect. Another imperfect individual told them that they were not perfect. So they're walking on eggshells. And like I said, when I say that, be careful of who you're around. I had that happen to me. Or this person had me walking on the eggshells. Didn't know whether I was coming, going, who he had turned against me, who they had turned against me, who was an ex, who was a cousin, who was a family member, who was setting me up. I was going crazy basically. And it's just weird because like at home, for the most part, until towards the end, they were talking to me like they were decent. I'm thinking loving on me with everything except for money. And prioritizing, which is all important. And sometimes respect, which is way more important. But when things would go, I don't know who it was involved with, but they would have an image as if we were always arguing, as if I was always doing something, if I was always starting something. And I remember one time they threatened me and told me to be easy. How much easier can I be than walking on eggshells and being terrified for my life, being terrified for my children's life, knowing I feel something, but don't know how to address it, don't know if I'm sure, don't know if I'm hallucinating. Because 1 minute you acting like you like me, 1 minute you're not, 1 minute you're inviting me, and then please don't go to every place these people invite you, especially these hotels. You don't know who own them, how they got there. A lot of these people only move through people that they know, only move through connections. They do nothing else without connections, okay? And you don't know how far these people go to cover these people up. So don't go to everything that they even invite you to. If you can't tell that these people genuinely love you, and that's very hard to do, don't go to these different things, just as friendships and different things like that, because apparently there's something going on, and we all know that there's something going on with people. So yeah, and it's once again knowing who likes you, who actually likes you, really loves you, who actually fucks with you like that. And like I said, people can change their mind. People out here struggling. People can offer them $1, and then a lot of times these people are not offering money. They're just offering friendship and connections, and to know somebody has their back through different things. People can be offered things way other than money that they think is sustainable versus over you and your life, and then there's some people who point their whole life value on you failing. You start winning, you start succeeding, especially if they even gave you any type of suggestion, because if they want to control you, they want to control everything that you do and how you do it and take credit for it all. Yeah, these people will destroy you, okay? So that's why you got to be trusting in yourself. Be okay to say no sometimes. Be unpredictable. Don't always be available for people. Don't always tell people everything, anybody, because, like I said, a lot of people are attaching to people who they can get information from if you don't give it to them. So pay attention to who people are attached to, because, like I said, if there's two people, even if there's one person who dislikes you around a person who does, when they get together at some point, if they're a real friend, there's going to be a conversation about you, and if it should end up, and if this person really loves you and you didn't do anything to the individual, as them probably not even being friends no more. But if they have that conversation, they justified and they thought that whatever this person said was true and right, and they agree with it. Okay, I don't care what they say; they agree with it. Unless somehow they're very know how to end a conversation. More than likely, you are coming up a lot. Especially if the individual is very obsessed with you. I've noticed some individuals can be very, very obsessed with me. Want to always be in my presence. Always want to act like they are upset at me when their presence is, their vibe is around, but they want to act like it's because just randomly I just don't like individuals or this person. And you know how they say smile at somebody who don't like you. They don't even be like you don't like them. You don't even really be paying them no attention, but it makes them feel good. So when somebody gets to that obsession point where they really feel like that I'm obsessed with them, that's scary to me. You have to separate yourself. Like I said, those are the type of people who use whatever connection that they have to connect to you. There's very weird people. We have a lot of light, and there's some people with absolutely none. There are some people who are so absolutely fake. Everything that they do, every connection that they make is off of trying to tear somebody else down, trying to make somebody else look bad. And they do all these different things that they say other people do, and worse, and this is their whole identity. You got to know that some people don't have identity. Some people don't have life, purpose, or anything like that. So when you come in and you don't meet all the things that they have to do to be fake, spend all the money and hit all these marks, big booty, long lashes, being out there in the streets or all that type of thing. People are confused by that, and people want to tear people like us down. So anyway, I'm done, but I'm begging you. I am so begging you. Please get to know people. Please get to know if they like you, love you. Please get to know if they even allow their family to disrespect you. Also, you as an individual should not allow anybody to disrespect you. Not them, not their family. It was kind of loud, but I was saying, please get to know individuals, and if they like you, love you, if they really fuck with you, even their families, because your families will tell you what they're saying behind your back. Also, their families will. But you also have to love yourself and fuck with yourself enough to know when you're being disrespected, and that also comes from experience. A lot of people, they try to lie and say that you didn't know, but you honestly just lacked experience, and these people were just predators. So. Just get to know people before you get involved with people, definitely before you go out with people, celebrate with people, share information with people. If you need somebody to share things with, grab a counselor, a journal. Not even your children, don't even put that weight on your children.
Where do you pick up the